Hey yo, I said, let me clear my throat. I don't think I said it good enough. I know I'm sick. Hey yo, this is the XEC Xbox Echo Chamber podcast, and I am your host, the bad guy, the Wednesday night delight, Ray Ray, and we have a show for y'all today.
Starfield Spectacular.
We have a show for y'all today. And I usually I have the sirens playing, but we gonna introduce it before we can get right into the show. Everybody share it out so we can put it in the Discord so everybody will know. We know people out here they're already playing. You know they already playing. They don't want to leave it. Hey, but come chill with us for an hour or so. Introducing first the man, the MILF, the legend, the one that already has 3 days in goddamn me Starfield, the quiet one, Demon Edge 82. How you doing today, sir?
Doing good, man. How you doing? Well, you do not so well, but I'm doing good,
I'm,
man.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're here, man. That's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
And what you drinking on, sir?
I'm drinking on some orange raspberry propel, I think. I think
Mm,
that's what it is.
Oh, you young
mm.
man.
I got this vegan water. Um,
Mm.
Vegan water.
vegan water. And,
Ugh.
and to introduce my second co-host, the elder statesman, the Yoda, the one who has more time in it than me right now, Starfield.
Hey now.
Hey, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo.
Mitchie. Uh-huh.
Mid, distinctive 170, sir. How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you?
Oh, I just took off the space helmet. I'm sorry.
Oh man, you
Yeah.
went out. You got you were inside, sir. You don't need that helmet.
Yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
need
I'm
that
inside.
pack on.
I was used to walking around
You don't need
I
that
used
pack
to
on.
walking around with my spaceship suit on and everything, you know. Oh my goodness, I can't believe what I'm looking at.
All right, fellas. We didn't had a hell of a week this week. We didn't got the game of the generation this week.
Yes, we did.
Uh, hey, first I want to check the temperature, but first we need to check. While I'm putting it out in all the ether, telling people we're alive. Um, we're gonna check the chat and see how the chat doing. We ain't seen the chat in the whole week. I haven't been on
Yeah.
Twitter as much, but to watch fight videos and twerk videos. So, hey, y'all, y'all
hey.
know, hey, yo, y'all already know how I am. So,
Yeah. It's
I don't, I
it's
don't,
all good.
I don't hide it. I don't hide it.
Nah.
So let's see who's in the chat. Who's the first one today? Mitchy Pooh. He said, "Let's go." Agent Slaughter said, "What's good, panel? What's good?" That's
Oh, there we go.
what the fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, if this is which I know it's
No,
not.
it ain't.
I already got. Hey,
All right.
you're in my Friday video. No, Friday or Saturday video, sir.
That's got to be Vic.
It
Come
gotta
on, man.
be. It gotta be.
That's got to be Vic.
It gotta be. He said, "Nice constellation. Watch reform." Hey, we gonna talk about. Hey, that's actually our first topic. Squiggles, what up, bots?
What's up, Squicks?
I hate you. I fucking hate. Okay, I got. Okay, before we start, my brother and one of our friends, they send me invites during the show on purpose to throw me off, and they do it on purpose. So then when y'all see me just cussing for no reason, that's probably why. We got Ozzy out here. He said fuck IGN. I feel those sentiments, sir. But and who else we got? When the room is filling up, and since Ozzy said fuck IGN, I want to show something. What is this shit?
Mm-hmm. It's
Ooh.
like every other IBM besides America.
Everybody but IGN, what's it? GameSpot And what the fuck was that other one that out of nowhere talking about we played 5 hours and it was so video games and shit like that. We played 5 hours and we gave it a 6.5. Angry Joe punk ass. And,
Yeah.
But look at this. Game Up is a fucking masterpiece. It's what we needed, what we got, and it's really what's gonna start off what we got going on with Xbox with the games coming out yearly, quarterly. So, fellas, as we already read all the comments. Let's I guess since they talked about the watch already, let's go get that out the way. Let me show my screen here. Let me take that off first.
You got the watch?
Who, me? I don't got the watch. I got the video of the watch. I don't have the watch.
Oh yeah, it's a nice watch.
It is.
It's a nice watch.
I wish I had it, but I'll get it one.
Oh, and the credit that it came with, I'm sure Mitch you might know. The credit, it has the code, with the actual Game Pass on it. It's got some weight to be so small. I don't know what kind of material that is. I meant to look it up, but Mitchie might know. It's a nice credit. It's got some heft to it.
All right, so let me know. Can y'all hear this? If not, we're gonna do it a different way.
5 hours is nothing for an RPG.
Can you hear it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
and just stay calm, Demon. Don't laugh.
Okay. Look at his wrist, everybody.
5 hours
Fucking
is
poser.
nothing for an RPG.
This clown. For a game that you don't like, you sure are wearing the merch.
So let me ask you something. All the problems I have with the game, do they evaporate after 20 hours? Do they? The litany of loading screens, the inventory system, the looting, the performance, the NPCs, the focus on questing over exploration. Does that go away at 20 hours? Because judging by the reviews, it doesn't go away. That's the core content loop. That's the core of the game. You're questing, you're going to planets, you're getting in fights, you're looting, you're leveling your character up, you're getting new stuff. Now, sure, there are things I haven't been able to enjoy yet, like ship customization and crafting on my guns. Is that going to make up for all the other issues that I'm frustrated by? Javier Cotto!
Hey, not only like what Mitchie said, he's showing how many times he's showing the camera. You can see the collector box in the background too on that different angle. What a clown!
Hold on, can you? Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, see it in the back,
Parallel
to his head. Yeah,
right here,
right there. Yep. What a clown!
And there's the watch.
Reforged coffee, guaranteed to give you chronic diarrhea.
Boy, I was looking at that like, is that a real thing?
Yeah.
That's a man with no muscle tone. You can't trust.
I mean, then again, he did get raped by a 16-year-old girl. So.
Whoa. Yeah.
It haven't been 10 minutes yet. We gotta wait 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
But
inappropriately touched.
Yeah,
penetrated.
It's salted.
Bustelo, yes. Bustelo is. If you don't know about Bustelo, I feel bad for you.
And so, all right, we heard what he had to say, right? What are y'all his so-called complaints, right? He named off a lot. Do y'all have a complaint with any of those things? Because Reforged Gaming said he loves his watch. I am a Starfield fan. Do y'all have a complaint with any of those things?
No, it just, to me, it feels like he's just trying to nitpick the shit. He's looking for any little thing he can grasp onto, and then use it. It's just like nitpicking to the highest fucking level. It's like anyone can do that with any game. Find every little thing that like. You can do this with God of War. You can do this with Spider-Man. No game is perfect. You know what I mean? No game is perfect. So it's easy to find faults in games. no game is going to be everything that you want it to be, or flawless. Every game has its limitations. And clearly, there's some limitations with Starfield. There's some limitations with Spider-Man. You can only do so much with the hardware and software you have. So,
yeah. What do you think of this?
I agree. If you really have to nitpick a game to the nth degree, you really have no life. I mean, nothing is perfect. There isn't anything perfect on this planet. So, yeah, it's he's complaining like a scorned woman. You know what I mean? It's like that jingle in the chorus in Prince saying, just like my mother, she's never satisfied. You know what I mean? So that's what it is right there.
To answer your question, I didn't have those problems with the game. The loading screens are like a second and a half.
I mean, I didn't think about it. Like, we got so spoiled with the last 2 years having the X, because I fired up a game on the One X the other day. I swear that felt like an eternity. I was like, what the fuck is this? And because I'm so used to the X's, 1 second, and this felt like forever. So, and for him to complain about loading screens, aren't you on PC anyway?
Yeah.
So why are you getting? So, oh man, it just they want their clicks. Because he wouldn't get no views if he said, "Oh, I love Starfield." So, Ozzy said we haven't seen Chris Hart for a while. I bet he's low key playing Starfield, or because I blocked all his fucking accounts. So, he's just gonna make some more though. So yeah. Before we really get into the meat and potatoes of Starfield and stuff like that, we had Phil interview right before the show came out with it. Phil Spencer and Todd Howard had an interview. But before we get that, the homie Joey Phantom Kraken, who needs to start his podcast back up, I'm gonna harass him till he do. He said he put this out here. He said a PR firm has paid some critics $50 per review to submit positive reviews on Rotten Tomatoes and to inflate the score for some of their films. Huh? You don't think they do that for video games? I'm not even in the film industry or anything like that or know anything about it, but I'm pretty sure this common sense will tell me that's not the only one who does it.
Yeah, we see this in the industry. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty common. Yep. I'm sure it happens in video games. I'm sure there's a lot of under the table stuff going on.
Well, it's like the $1 Million Man says, everyone has a price, and they doing wherever that green goes. Just remember, all money isn't good money.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's like when you Reforge Gaming, he's probably got a lifetime worth of diapers coming in, from
they called the pen, sir.
Yeah.
Called the pen, sir.
Adult undergarments.
But he really got panty liners, so it don't even matter.
Oh.
All right. So like I said, the last before we really start talking about our experiences and see what the chat experiences are with Starfield, because y'all haven't seen my videos yet because they don't come out till tomorrow and the next day and the next day. But before we get to this video, if y'all want to know my thoughts on Starfield or the score,
a 10, a fucking 10, gentlemen.
Billy Bob told you what my score is. So
10. Yeah.
If y'all never seen Varsity Blues, y'all doing a disservice to yourself. But let's see what Phil. Cause I haven't seen this video yet with Phil Spencer and like I said, I just seen it before the show with Todd Howard and Phil Spencer. And somebody told me that they might have said, "Is it coming to PlayStation?" Why the fuck you asking that question? I seen it in the comments.
Might have been Queen Chris Rash.
Queen Rash. Oh man, Queen Rash and what's his name? What's the dude with the list? Jabari, whatever his name is. I don't care what his name is. He can sit and spin. All right, so let's So let's see. Let's see what they said. I think was this on one of those. It was on CNBC. All right, let's see what it says.
Microsoft launching its highly anticipated exclusive Xbox game, Starfield, today. The game coming from Bethesda. It's a studio Microsoft acquired for $7.5 billion back in 2021. Our Steve Kovac joins us now with the executives behind the launch. Steve, over to you.
Why the fuck is he smiling like
And
that?
joining me, it's Phil Spencer, Microsoft's gaming CEO, and Todd Howard, director of Microsoft's Bethesda studio. Gentlemen, thanks for joining us.
You need an edge up.
Phil, I'm going to start with you now. Going into this launch today, stakes are huge. We're nearly 3 years rather into the X.
Okay, before we start, what the fuck is Phil Spencer? Is he in the space? What the fuck is going on behind you? He just sitting behind. He's chilling. As much hours as Phil Spencer got in this game, he just everything he does is Starfield now.
Well, you know, and the reason that guy was smiling because he's got one of those probes up in him, and so mere mentioning of his name, it gave him that tingle.
I hope not. I hope not. Yeah. All right, let's go.
Xbox cycle. Still haven't really seen a big critical and financial success on the Xbox side of things. What are the stakes here for Starfield? Is this the kind of game that you could think start driving more console sales and more Game Pass subscriptions, Phil?
Well, we're definitely seeing huge demand for the game. The game has just been in preview. We've had more players for any next-gen exclusive than we've had this generation all up. Today is when tens of millions of Game Pass players are going to get to play. It's the most wish-listed game we've ever had between Bethesda and Xbox on Steam. Just a lot of momentum, and big game releases are a lot of fun, and it's great to be part of it.
Oh, that. Hold on, whoa. That was 3 minutes. That wasn't 3 minutes, was it?
Bethesda, it's a studio Microsoft acquired for
huge demand for the game. The game has just been in preview. We've had more players for any next-gen exclusive than we've had this generation all up. Today is when tens of millions of Game Pass players are going to get to play. It's the most wish-listed game we've ever had between Bethesda and Xbox on Steam. Just a lot of momentum, and big game releases are a lot of fun, and it's great to be part of it.
Todd, I'll turn to you. You've been working on this game, for the better part of a decade now. It's out now.
25 years.
How do you feel? What's the reception been like? And is that translating into people logging on today and downloading and playing Starfield for the first time?
I mean, it's just incredible for us here. It has been a long journey. I'm in the studio. We're just overjoyed with the excitement about the game and getting it in people's hands finally. And really, with our games, we build these gigantic worlds that transport you, but it's really when everybody plays the game that it really comes alive. So we're excited. The games we've done in the past have been played not just hugely at launch, but for years and years. And we're going on 12 years since Skyrim. So we couldn't be more excited today.
Yeah, and Phil, that kind of leads into my next question for you. This game, Starfield, is an exclusive to Xbox and PC.
You better not.
Going into this, there were some people who are a little upset that they weren't going to be able to play on other platforms. But this seems to be kind of your strategy. Acquire a studio, maybe keep the legacy franchises alive. We know you plan to do that with Call of Duty if and when the Activision deal closes through. But should we expect to see Starfield on...
Fucking bitch. He was going to do it, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. Look at it. Look at his face. I know he about to do. Look at his fucking face. He gonna fucking do it. Y'all see it?
Mm-hmm.
He gonna open his lips. So when can we see it on PlayStation? You just
why ask a question like that when you know the answer?
How many times have y'all fucking just said in here? It's exclusive. It's fucking exclusive. Why would you even ask the question? Did you act? Are you gonna call Jimmy Ryan up and like, hey? We're gonna see Spider-Man on Xbox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Why isn't it on Xbox, Jim? Why isn't it on Xbox?
We don't even know when we're gonna see it on PC. Better yet, Xbox. Man, let me go on. PK Thunder, what's going on? He said reviews don't guarantee sequels. They do not. They do not. And hey, Volition just got closed down because they were talking bad to their customers and shit, and they didn't give them what they wanted. They gave what they wanted to do, and hey. See where it goes. All right, let's finish this. Finish it because I see his face and it's pissing me off. All right. Let me get Mitchie out the screen. I don't know what Mitchie. Ozzy. I don't know what he said. Ray ain't no way. I don't know what I do. I don't know what I did. Ain't no way what. All right, let's go.
Other platforms ever, or is this what we should expect moving?
Oh, I'm sorry because he did it.
Mm-hmm.
He said other platforms like it's not on PC and
Yeah.
on TVs and mobile and everything else. All right.
Ignorance at its highest.
He really want to just if these reporters gonna do it, just be a man and be like, hey, when you gonna put it on PlayStation? That's really what they want to say. Just fucking say it. All right, let's go.
Moving forward, new games from acquired studios exclusive to Xbox.
Well, you use the term exclusive, but if we look at it today, people on Xbox Series S, our affordable console, Series X, the most powerful console on PC and via cloud. And cloud enables any web-enabled device to be able to play Starfield. We think this game is going to be available to literally hundreds of.
Okay, that's me. Okay, I see what I'm doing. Okay, I was wondering like shit. I'm up here doing shit.
Coming from Bethesda, it's a studio Microsoft acquired for $7.5
games we've done.
Next question for you. There were some people who are going to see franchises alive. Platforms
Shut up.
to Xbox.
If we look at it today, people on Xbox Series S, our affordable console, Series X, the most powerful console on PC and via cloud. And cloud enables any web-enabled device to be able to play Starfield. We think this game is going to be available to literally hundreds of millions of people on the devices that they already own, and looking to make this game as accessible as it can be to players.
Okay, so maybe still exclusive, though.
Shut your bitch ass up.
The game is available on so many different places where people can go play. Definitely on the
Learn how to
console.
shave,
You're
bitch.
going to play it on my Xbox Series S or Series X, and we're seeing great demand for the console and for the game on the console.
Well, Phil, Todd, that's all we got time for. Thank you so much for joining us.
Of course,
Carl,
shut the
Sarah, I'll
fuck
send it
up.
back to you.
And that's the all you had time for, and that's the question you're gonna ask. Sad ass face.
It's just
it's pathetic.
They wouldn't ask this question of Sony, and they wouldn't even care. It's just mind-boggling the reaches they'll go for this stuff. I don't even know what else to say about it.
It's just pathetic. It's idiocy at its finest.
It's just very tiring.
I don't be honest. I don't give a fuck. To be totally honest, because they can't stop the Starfield train. They're trying. Everybody's trying their hardest, and they can't stop it. And hey, it's not our fault.
Yeah, and I agree with indigenous indie games. It's very disrespectful.
It is like he's trying to promote a game, and you over here trying to like, hey, why your competitor doesn't have it on there?
It's like,
yeah, it's they like I said, it's on, and we've been through it already. We know it's only reserved for one company to get treated like that. And hey, it is what it is. Hey, we still gonna rock regardless of what they do.
And it's just time to buy an Xbox. That's all I gotta say.
It really is. And if y'all ain't played the beginning of the game, this is the beginning of the game. I didn't want to go farther to show y'all any spoilers or anything. So Zink said he made it. All right, let's see. Let's see what the chat says on the situation. Somebody read it for me.
Phil is a champ for having to answer these BS questions. He could have had the biggest scoop. How many Game Pass subs, for example?
Could have. He didn't take that chance. And Phil kind of put out. He was like hundreds of millions. I'm like, God damn. I was like, what? If a real journalist would have followed up on him, he'd be like, hold on, where are you getting all these numbers from? And had him break down the numbers, but he didn't do any of that. He too busy worried about Sony, pussy. But he got me angry. I've been cool all day today, and he got me hot. So we're gonna say when you think Xbox. Hold on, wait a minute.
When you think Xbox, you think Bethesda.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm sick, so my reading gonna be off today.
It's no problem.
We
got you. We'll hold you down. This is good. That was a perfectly good interview. Starfield should be on PlayStation because the PlayStation version was in the making. and I'm an entitled little bitch.
Somebody
Come
give
on,
him.
Reforge.
Somebody
You
give
already
him.
wearing a watch.
Somebody give him 300 seconds.
300 seconds.
Somebody give him 300 seconds. Ponies have phones, right?
Yeah.
They do, but they don't they? I don't know how it works anymore, but don't they have a browser on PlayStation?
Yeah, they do. I think they do.
They used to, at least. Don't they?
Yeah, they do, because don't they lead like the world in like watching porn or something like that?
They probably got
So-
they probably got an app on that now. A Pornhub. Yeah. But yeah, they got phones. They got was it $12,000 PCs. Y'all have the means to play it. And if Twitter telling me anything, Twitter is telling me that that all these ponies have played it somehow early, like before it even came out yesterday. They were all saying, "Oh, look what I'm gonna refund it," and this like I didn't enjoy it. I played 5 hours. Don't give it.
That's a topic we'll get into later, but
yeah, I mean, you know what? Let's go. You want to go and get that over with?
yeah, it's just
let's
I
get that
keep
over
on
with.
seeing this 5 hour thing, or this like under 10 hour thing. All right, if you've played this game for less than if you're 10 hours or less, and you've made up your mind, you're a fucking idiot in my eyes. Because like there's so much more to this game, and the first I would say 5 hours or so are kind of like the slowest of the game. I wouldn't say they're bad, but they're kind of the slowest of what I've experienced. And so to make your mind up on that, something like you don't even grasp all the mechanics of the game in the first 5 hours. Like you don't even understand what's really going on in the first 5 hours. The story hasn't even started.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I looked at the first 5 hours. You still in tutorial mode.
I know. It's you're basically still in tutorial, and if you're crying about that, then you're just not an RPG fan, or you're not a Bethesda fan, or you don't understand how these games work. Typically, RPGs like this, take a while to develop. The more time you put in them, the better they get over time. That's how Skyrim was. I know Fallout wasn't my thing, but that's how Skyrim was. And to me, this is the new Skyrim. This is every bit as good as Skyrim.
And the way I feel about it, like, because how to say it, the when you're doing those first couple hours, yes, it's slower, but it's teaching you how to play the game. It's teaching you the mechanics of the game. It's teaching you what is your how to customize things, and even in those 5 hours, you still not going to be done with learning stuff.
Also, there's also a help feature in the game where you can go down and get the assistance of any and everything you need to do.
Exactly.
So it's really
I'm a day into it, 24 hours into it, and I haven't did an outpost yet. I haven't I really haven't customized the ship yet. I haven't done a whole bunch of things that I want to do in the game yet, and I'm that far into the game.
And like I said, I'm 3 days into it. I haven't built an outpost. I haven't really customized the ship. There's so much to do still. There's so much I haven't seen. There's so much of the story I haven't seen. It's
a fucking galaxy.
Exactly. It's a galaxy, man. And for all the other people who are saying, "Oh, this game should have been 10 planets and it should be more condensed." 10 planets. It wouldn't have been Starfield. It wouldn't have been this game. We're talking about a different game then. Okay, that's what makes this game special. Is the exploration, to walking off to whatever galaxy you've never heard of, landing on those moons, just losing yourself in the atmosphere of these planets you've never heard of. It's incredible. The things you can do in this game, you just can't do anywhere else. Yes, you can do it in some things like that in No Man's Sky, but not with the story. Not with all these missions and having all these companions
details.
And the level of detail.
And guys, we want to get done with I'm trying to get all the bad stuff out of the way right now, so we can start talking about the good stuff. Because I really, this is a celebration bitches. It's a celebration of Xbox, Bethesda coming out with one of the best games that probably we're gonna have the generation. I'm already
sure.
calling the game. I'm already calling the game of the generation. Ain't nobody can tell me shit. So I'm already calling. But we have a hater here. A couple haters. We got a couple haters here. And Joe Vargas. If you don't know who Joe Vargas is, Angry Joe. Angry Joe is a old school YouTuber. Some call him an OG. I don't. An old school YouTuber, and he has had a bone to pick with Xbox ever since the 360 ended. It was something between him and Microsoft, and he didn't like it, and it's the beginning of the Xbox One. So it's been almost a decade of him hating on Xbox, and people, for some reason, they still sending motherfucker god dang codes and review codes and everything. I'm one of the people that all the people like this, people like Reforged, but they didn't get Reforged one. But people like that, I would not send a code. I wouldn't even send IGN a code because you don't know who they're gonna have reviewing it. I'll make them sign a waiver, be like, hey, it had to be an Xbox guy or but there's a guy or somebody who actually likes that's not a bias towards Xbox to review it. But Joe Vargas, right? One of y'all read this for me.
All right. It says, well, 6 hours into Starfield, and I'm going to be honest, I'm kind of disappointed at the moment. It's load and filled and restrictive. When you make a space exploration game, you expect certain things in 2023. Fair or not, Bethesda themselves call it unparalleled. Bruh, no, it's very parallel in my opinion.
Name me one game that gets close to the size, the scope of this. That's out. Now I'm talking because I didn't heard people argue the Star Citizen thing to death. First of all, Star Citizen ain't got no fucking story, and the game is not out. So somebody give me a game that's out that has anything close to Starfield.
There isn't.
There's not one. It's no comparison, and that's a thing that your boy Jimmy Neutron was saying. He was saying, and I'm like that because he was complaining basically that everybody's comparing it to Bethesda's old games because they have nothing to compare it to. It's no comparison right now. There's no if you have to compare it to something, and I don't get home until October. Okay. Yeah. So it's no comparison right now. So we had to compare it to some. So you compare it to some of their other work.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying it's Fallout in space, and I really don't think it is. It feels very unique in that aspect. And I know some people say Skyrim in space or Fallout in space. It just feels unique. It feels like its own thing. It's very different than their other their IPs. So
yeah, I got a friend. He started playing today. He was saying Fallout in space, but then he ended up telling me he never played Fallout or Skyrim. How you? And I'm like, why you call it Fallout? How do you know it's Fallout in space? He just heard other people saying it. That's what he was kind of saying it. Y'all see me doing my customization right there. Yeah, no, I didn't go with those hairs. I got braids. So I went with the braids. But yeah, I can't compare it to anything. I really can't. So I'm just kind of like, I just kind of put it in its own category because I have no reason nothing else to compare it to. D1, what do you think?
I mean, there is nothing. It's like a brand new genre. You can't compare it to anything. It's a beautiful game. You know what I mean? It's going to be redefining a whole bunch of moments within the gaming industry. I feel it's very immersive. I like it. I take my time with it.
If it don't win Game of the Year,
yeah,
fuck
you know it's
Killer.
biased.
The fuck Jeff Killer. Some come out after this, but as of right now, it's my Game of the Year.
Absolutely.
All right.
And one more thing, I have to agree. You know, it's going to come to a point where Xbox is just going to have to, with Phil or what have you, they're going to just have to separate themselves from everyone. I mean, because it's just really ridiculous that they're getting victimized with bullshit. You know what I mean? Shit that doesn't even apply.
But so. I got a question. Just come on my head. Why do we put so much weight on Metacritic in the first place?
Exactly.
I think it's because it's what the industry uses.
Mm-hmm. And you're just
a
going with
lot
it.
of behind closed door stuff goes on with Metacritic.
Yeah, I know.
It seems to be like an industry.
Yeah, with contracts and stuff and bonuses and stuff like that. But why would objective opinions be tied to some of that? But hey, that's kind of my thoughts on it. We're gonna talk about David Jaffe now. David Jaffe was kind of hating at first, and we went over some of his stuff last week. But it seems he has a change of tune, and I'm all for it when people actually get something to try. Legitimately get something they try, and then tells the truth. Could one of y'all read what David Jaffe said?
Sure. It says, I don't think I've ever played a game this much in the amount of time it's been out. I'm so loving this game so much. Not sure if it hits us kids of the 70s and 80s harder than most because of our pop culture, but this is a treasure. Thanks to Bethesda Studios' Starfield game, Xbox P3 for making this thing for us just a gem.
Right, and he showed how much time he has put in already. And boy, because I was ready to rip him when knew he was gonna be on that list of everybody else that I got on today. He was gonna be on that list, but he gave it an honest, unbiased opinion, and he's actually loving it. And if I think about it, every time I even tune to it, so he does a lot of indie games. So I actually was a little bit surprised that he enjoyed it at all. But hey, like I said, this is like a once. No telling when we're gonna get a game this scope. It don't have to be space, but a game this scope again.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think it being in space really allows it to be of this scope, to have so many different planets and so many different galaxies. And you know what's interesting about it is a lot of times we were playing with me, D, and Triz, and we'd play and be like, where was that planet at? What galaxy was that in? With that everything. But after a while you start to learn all these galaxies and you start to know where these planets are at, and it just becomes so interesting. You start realizing learning things you've never learned before, like different types of stars, how different atmospheres react to certain things. Other things you never thought of the game, like your oxygen, the CO2. You've had being over, having way too much in other games. So that's not exactly a new aspect of the game, but when you add the oxygen and CO2, it makes it unique. You haven't really seen anything else like that.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful game. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go.
Especially
I
even
just
like
harmonizing.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just harmonizing with you. That's all.
When you add on the space flight, the dog fighting, I mean that stuff's so awesome in this game. The huge set pieces, the huge space battles and stuff like that. I mean, where else are you going to find that? I mean, yeah, there's flying games. There was like that Star Wars game, but it's nothing like this. It's nowhere near as cool as this.
A lot of games they have one of the aspects, but don't have all the aspects in the one. And that's where Starfield actually makes his bread and butter, because it does so much and it does it well. It does it correctly. It does. You can tell when they made this game, they actually gave a fuck about the game when they made it. This game is, to me, is unique. It's very unique, because you don't have to, if you want to be a flying UPS guy in space, you want to be a FedEx of space. You can be a car. If you want to be a cocaine cowboy, hey, you can go sell drugs, or you can be a gun runner, or you can be like me. Anybody who on the radio who talks shit or make a joke or something, I kill them. So I didn't kill the whole families. So I'm literally a space murderer out here. I'm that guy. I've been to prison already in there. Like, yeah, it's prison.
I have. Yeah.
Hey, I've been locked up. I've been locked up before I even did anything. And
Yeah.
my friend was like, "Hey, you sure you didn't lock you because you were black?" He didn't even tell me why I was locked up. They kidnapped me because I was a bounty hunter, and then trying to make me do their bidding. You know what I'm saying? I've been to prison already in there, so I already got my war wound scars. But let's hear it.
Yeah, I tossed a grenade in the crowd, and I'm like, oh man, I just saw bodies flying. I was like,
oh god,
yeah, man.
Not just that, but some of the storylines of this game are just phenomenal, just absolutely insane. Like especially with the Vanguard, I really recommend joining the Vanguard just for that whole storyline. It's just amazing. I won't spoil anything for you guys, but I highly recommend it. It's so worth your time. It's a long storyline, but man, it's so worth it. It's so good. It's one of the best storylines I've experienced in a game.
And you said the Vanguard. I even say the Free Star Collective. To be totally honest, I'm enjoying that right now. To be totally honest,
Okay.
That's another good one. I mean, I'm not sure. Can you join more of them, more than one? I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah. I've joined the Rangers, the Vanguard, and Rangers, Vanguard, and I'm supposed to be doing this undercover thing, but I don't want to spoil that for other people.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That would even make me do that right now.
Yeah.
I'm not really happy about that. But before we get to our experiences and things like that, as you can see, Starfield top sale charts even before launch as fans pay to play early. Starfield has been setting records on Steam. Starfield, I mean, when I say my whole game list, my whole friends list right now is just playing Starfield. Now, tomorrow, people are going to be flying to New Zealand to play 2K, and I'm going to be one of them. And I already got my flight booked, so I'm going to New Zealand myself. But right now, it's Starfield. Right, and like I said, right now, Starfield right now is everywhere. You talking about all that marketing that people were crying about that everybody was like Xbox doesn't have marketing and everything.
They don't have marketing because they don't believe in their game.
Now that is a thing of the past now. Everybody now people going. I hope people notice now. Shut the fuck up before you see anything, before the marketing and everything. We don't have a kid snooze incident again. We know we are because people don't learn from their mistakes. But you should know because they did a hell of a job marketing this thing. A hell of a job marketing this thing. Let's read some of the comments. Let's see where we at. Reforge Gaming, little bitch. Says Starfield a 7 out of 10. Out of all that, you paid all that money for all that stuff. You don't give it a 7. You wearing that Rolex and everything. Come on, Reforge. Come on. There's no hand holding from Spriggly's. It's up to the player to figure it out. Hey, I kind of liked it. I kind of like, having to think sometimes. Mitchie says exactly. At 10 hours, you haven't unlocked enough skills to experience the various game systems from modding, building, exploring, lock picking, etc. Be honest, I'm level 12, and I got 24 hours in it. I'm like, damn, this experience thing is not going up like I want to. I'm not doing any glitches. I know there are glitches out there and stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna play it regular until I start really want to do mods and stuff. So, but right now is that that's why Enraged Enrique can't figure it out. Who the hell is Enraged?
Angry Joe.
Angry Joe.
Oh, that's who. No, that's okay. I stopped listening to him in the beginning of the Xbox One era. When I figured out that he was just gonna keep hating. PK Thunder said I got no signal. Damn, bro, that sucks. I feel. Are you in the middle of the jungle or something? What's going on with you? That was D1. Hold on, let me see. Let's see what other Zink says. I wouldn't send prayer Lydia and felt. Hey, come on, we got like, Zink, black man to black man. We both know how hard it is to get in some of those positions, bro. I understand what he's doing. Because at first, I don't know how far y'all go back. Zink might go back this far. It's a show with he's still on to this day, and it's just a podcast. It's an audio podcast. Sometimes they do it on Twitch and stuff too, but it's an original audio podcast. It's called Gamer Tag Radio, and hence the name Gamer Tag. It was just the Xbox podcast. It was just the Xbox podcast, right? And Paris wasn't on it at first. What's his name? Danny Pena was the host, is the host of it, and him and Pete Rock. But they brought him and this girl. I can't remember the girl. The girl left, but they brought Paris and the girl on, and he was so negative towards Xbox in the beginning of the Xbox One generation. I mean, so negative about it. And he was a Destiny guy too, so and he kind of explained his side of it. He used some coin of term of because I guess he's a Halo guy. He was like, you hardest on the thing you love or some shit like that.
Okay.
That's what he used back then. But I understand how hard it is in his position. I do get it. But does he play it up a little too much for me? Yes. But I one day a couple weeks ago, I kind of wallowed in the spaces to see what's going on there, and he was in the spaces with a whole bunch of other dudes trying to bring the wrong type of guys, like Uni and stuff. But whatever. But yeah, that was a thing. So I'm trying to not be as hard on Paris. That is as much. But I think from what I heard, he really liked the game. And he's like, I wouldn't send Green Cole either. I kind of with you on that. But he loved the game also. So I mean, those are two dudes that really like the game. Like they gave the game. I don't know what the score they gave, but they loved the game. Those particular two. I wouldn't send just Cortin. I think it's a D there, but just Cord. They somehow Gas got it in. No, I'm gonna leave him alone because I'm gonna stomp him out. But yeah, I'm hit and miss with Jazz. I know you don't particularly like him, but he does do some things for the community and getting scoops and stuff like that.
Oh.
And Squiggly said, "Hi damn Zeke, hi damn Zeke." Let's see. He said, I get Greg Miller. Why not Jizz or Paris? Don't have him explain it. We're gonna have a goddamn paragraph in the goddamn chat. It feels like a new genre. It is. I'm with D1 when he said it's a new genre. I don't know what to call it. I think they called it NASA Punk or whatever. And I don't know. Did y'all see actual NASA? You tried to use Starfield to recruit NASA interns.
Oh,
I'm not sure, huh?
Let me see. Can I find it? I have it bookmarked. And I'll pull it up in a minute. But yeah, they had a cat on it and everything. I didn't really get it, but here it goes. They had ow. That was loud. Let's see. Can I pull it up? There it goes. Y'all not gonna be able to see it because fuck my life. But it says watching you play Starfield after not applying to be a NASA intern. We have spaceships, crews, exoplanets, and missions too. And it has a cat just watching. We got space at home. So they trying to recruit people to be a NASA intern.
That's awesome.
Hey, do what you got to do sometimes. So let's see what the chat says. It said don't send any Ponybot codes. Let them suffer. And the thing about it is a lot of those and a lot of the reason why those guys get codes because they are established, and since they are established, that's really all they're looking at is as numbers and see who they're talking to and all that other stuff. So they're really not looking at who really an Xbox guy and who's not.
I really hope that more companies take the Xbox lead on this, where they become a little bit more choosy about who they give their codes away to. because it can really affect your game. And some of these people are absolute scumbags. And, and if you know someone's in bad faith, operates out of bad faith, then just don't give them the code. You can just give it, whether they support
they can tank
Xbox
the
or
whole
not.
ship. Yeah.
Just give it to people who are going to give you an honest review of the game. Whether they're Xbox fanboys or not, just the people that are going to give you their honest review of the game, whether good or bad, give you their honest review of the game without bias.
And the thing about it is, how to say it, I wish that we lived in a world like that, but it's one of those problems that even though you can try to curtail it a little bit, it's still gonna exist because just like the IGN one, right? I'm pretty sure they thought they was gonna give it to an Xbox or a Bethesda guy to review it. They gave it to one of their guys who I think, if I remember right, Dan Stapleton picks who reviews games there, and he picked himself. So yeah, so it's kind of, especially with those bigger companies. I didn't see too many people that.
You know what's funny about IGN is you know how the ponies keep using that IGN score. You know how they ignore all the other IGN scores though.
That's crazy.
The 10 other IGN scores that are like 9s and 10s, they completely ignore them.
And the thing about it, it's a weighted scale, and that the American IGN is way more weighted than the other ones, and then the Brazilian, Japanese, and all the other ones. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Get money. A3 says Starfield is fun. I don't understand all the hate. The ponies are salty. See, and be honest, I don't think it's getting a lot of hate. I just think it's just a few loud people.
Yeah.
And we're just talking about them. That's what I'm thinking. And Zink,
there's a lot.
There you go.
I'm sorry. There's a lot of people on the internet just repeating what they hear. I see that in the comments on YouTube. There's just a lot of people repeating what they hear and they're talking like they know the game when they haven't played it for a second, or they've only played it for like 3 to 5 hours, and then quit. You know, I mean, what did you expect in 3 hours?
No.
It's a lot.
You know,
I don't know any game you did that you've been in 3 hours.
And any game you expect to have like this, you know, out of body godlike experience, and I mean, you're setting yourself up for a letdown. It's just a video game at the end of the day.
It's a lot of sheep being led by idiotic herders. That's what it is. You know, sheep don't know no better. They're a bunch of followers. They can't think for themselves. So,
hey, let them miss out on the gaming generation. I said it. I think they need Billy Bob to tell them again because I don't think they heard me the first time.
A fucking 10, gentlemen.
That's what I think. Where was I at? Comment that I was. Zink, Mandy. Well, yeah, that was her name, Mandy. I forgot what her code name was, her gamer tag, but yeah, that was her name. And her and Paris, if y'all was around, they were. That's when podcasts. I really didn't listen to them on YouTube. I was in college at the time, and I was listening to them on audio. They were killing the goddamn Xbox One.
Yeah, but Zink got some comments, boy. He got some flames with him today.
I see. Those Uni spaces are like, man, the way Uni be talking to people, bro. Like, bro, you have to see me. Like we gotta take a flight or something, bro. You can't just disrespect me like that. Like, they be on a different level of disrespect. And I just seen some trend to talk about 700,000 K VC. I don't know if y'all play 2K, but that's $150 for 700K VC. Yeah, $150, 50 bones on racks. Racks on racks. Man, the game already paid $100 for it. You want to pay $150 for man? Y'all doing the most 2K. Y'all lucky.
Yeah, that's why I walked away from it.
Y'all lucky I don't know no better. Other thing, somebody read other thing comment for me, please.
It says Paris Lily and I had it out. in the comments section when he was in Gamertag Radio about 15 years ago. Paris is garbage. He gave it an 8 out of 10.
He said Paris is garbage. 15 years ago, what wait a minute, that was, I think that was come on, man. that was 2008, bro. That was 2008. Is my counting right? Was that 2008?
Give or take, yeah.
Come on, Zink. Come on, Zink. We didn't have families and everything since then.
Nah, man.
Come on, Zink. You gotta let that one go, man.
It's
long as he didn't say nothing personal. Come on, Zink. You gotta let. He been on stage with Phil Spencer, Zink. He didn't. He wore the sunglasses for Top Gun, Zink. He went to the danger zone, Zink. Have a heart. Big Julius, have a heart. Jazz absolutely never had anything nice to say about Xbox ever.
Like I said, man.
No,
we're talking about Zink here.
Celebration. Iron Mike says, I think Gaz got it from sharing with Cole or somebody. That you might be right about that. I was wondering.
Helps when you know people.
They probably game share. He's probably right about that. He's probably 100% right about that. Now, one employee at IGN should get a code, including the groundskeeper Shaggy. I know, or Dustin, or whoever, which one he was talking about.
Who's the country singer?
Well, no, wait a minute. What you say? IGN gave it to a goddamn country singer, Dan Stapleton. Dan Stapleton. That does sound like a country fucking singer. Somebody give him another 300 seconds.
All right.
I don't think he learned his lesson yet, Reed Ford. We drive ice cream trucks over here, son. You don't even know about that.
That's not a what's it called? I'm sorry, that's not a God, what is it? That's not the Starfield watch, it's a rape whistle, actually. So
it's a who?
Oh my God.
No, I won't repeat that.
I didn't know.
For basketball. Oh, what?
Oh yeah, 2K.
Oh yeah,
2K is basketball. Yeah,
2K. We don't have any football with 2K anymore, so we just say 2K. Whenever we get football back, we'll just be more 2K24. They went up on that VC prices. Just kind of how they do like short cards and stuff for GTA. They do VC. The fake virtual currency for the basketball game. You gotta buy shoes with them, clothes, do-rags. Yeah, I said do-rags, white beaters, and shoestrings.
Constellation. That's the word I was trying to think of. Constellation.
Oh, okay. And let's things it. No personal trash between me and Paris and I at all. So you gotta let it go, Paris. It was no it wasn't personal. You gotta give it up, man. Have a heart. Let it go. Let it go.
Hug it up.
It's been time. 15 years. Like y'all, if y'all had a kid at that time, your kid would be 15 years old, and he'll be a sophomore, freshman right now in high school. Let it go. Let's go. All right. So, Phyllis.
Oh, I had just gotten something also. I think it was from FarQ. He said that there's 9 Constellation editions left in Amazon, the U.S. Amazon. So it's 9 of them. In case nobody got it, you could get it.
Go get it if you ain't got it.
Waiting on D to get me one. Still waiting.
Waiting on who? Me? Oh.
Oh man. All right. So guys, this is what y'all anything else before we get to what our experience is, what our feelings is about the game? Yeah, anything? Are y'all ready for that?
It's marvelous. It's marvelous. It's everything I wanted and then some.
Okay. So we're about to tell you our experiences, our feelings, and what we think the score should be, what we think our personal scores should be. Let's go with D1 first. Since you already put some of your thoughts out of there. First of all, what do you think your score is?
I honestly, no BS. I would give it a 10 out of 10. It's a very immersive game. I went to jail already.
A 10?
A 10! A 10! A fucking 10! Gentlemen.
Yeah, that's me. I went to I went to jail already. I blew up some people accidentally. The hit squad out there is no joke. When I finally made it to my ship, I got blown to smithereens. It was just terrible. I didn't know what to do. So they didn't even give me the option to surrender. So when I told Demon, he was like, "Yeah, you should have the." Man, I ain't getting none of it, man. It was just bad. It was bad. But I figured out a way. And then I also learned how to use the scanner because I was like, what the hell is a scanner? So yeah, I had to learn a lot of things. But it's a great game. Just take your time with it. Don't rush through it. I'm purposely missing out on any kind of YouTube videos or any kind of cheap videos, et cetera, et cetera. Nah, I'm taking my time with it. And I can respect others ain't, but me personally, it's like I've been waiting on that thing for like the longest. So
okay.
And no kind of issues. Graphically, any of that. I don't know about the PC because I don't have a PC like that, but it runs very, very smooth and flawless. So I just don't understand, the hate or dislike for a game. I really just don't understand it at
all. Okay. Okay. So what is your, besides you going to jail, what is your most memorable experience so far? I know I threw you a curveball right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, it was a jail. But outside of that, I mean, just the interacting with everyone, the pirates. I think the dog fighting is nice. It took a hot minute to get used to the traveling in outer space and the weightlessness, but I love the game. I think it's all right with me.
Hey, chat, put y'all scores in the what y'all think the scores is for y'all in the chat. All right, so okay, D1, not D1, Demon. Yeah. What is your score? Then what is your experiences with it?
My score would be about a 10 right now. With my experience,
a 10, a fucking 10, gentlemen.
Too much away, but I really recommend doing that Vanguard mission, the UC Vanguard mission. It's quite long, but it's totally worth it. It's a lot of fun. You see a lot of things that I've never seen in a video game before. It was really interesting, and a lot of the side missions are almost better than the main mission. And I know that's a common thing you hear about Bethesda games, but really I think it's true in this game. A lot of the side missions are better than the main mission, and there's just so much to get lost in, and there's just interesting things like you get into this dogfight, right? A lot of times you'll pop in out of like warp speed, and then there'll be like some Crimson Fleet waiting for you, and so you get jumped right away. And then you fight back, and then you destroy one of their grab drives, and then you take out the next one. And well, the one of them has no grab drive, so can't really jump anywhere. So you can board the ship, take them out, steal the ship, and take off. I mean, what other game can you do that in? I mean, that's amazing to do. You can do that. There's just so many instances like that where you can be on a ship. And as you think you're sneaking on the ship to take off, you're going to steal it or something. Well, they're taking off. So now you're stuck. You really do got to take this ship, or something's really bad is about to happen to you. There's just a lot of interesting things like that. Outside of that, there's just unique things. Like, you can get married in the game. You can hook up with characters in the game. Yeah.
I mean, I had a thing that it said flirt with the dude, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I said, nah, I'm good. Being Barry just friends.
Yeah, Barry's not allowed to my ship anymore.
Nah, hey, I don't know where did y'all get the adoring fan. I'm about to take him I'm about to build a fucking Sparta hole, and I'm about to kick his ass down in that hole, shoot him because he's starting to get on. He's on creepy territory. If y'all know who I am, that y'all just didn't pick that trait. But he on creepy territory. Okay, keep going.
I picked the. Speaking of traits, I picked the kid stuff trait where you get parents, and I thought that was it's been really interesting. They come and visit you. Sometimes they bring you gifts. They have these little side things you can do for them. And yeah, they do take a tiny bit of your money, but it doesn't really matter. You'll never even notice it's gone. It just adds so many layers of depth. Right? There's just so much more to get lost in. Outside of that,
I got a question. Maybe you know this because
yeah.
you played it a while. With the parents thing, if you don't pick the parent trait, which I picked the parent trait, are your parents dead? What's going on with that? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I'm not sure. I know when you pick the street rat thing, they kind of it seems like your parents are dead and you kind of grew up on the streets type thing.
Okay.
That's what I've kind of glimpsed from it.
Because I got asked that question earlier. I was in a party. I was like, shit, I don't fucking know. I chose to have my parents, and I tell you when I start talking, but yeah, I chose to have my parents. But yeah. Keep going.
Yeah, even later on, they gave me an option to back out of the parent trait. Like where I could back out of it and not send them the money anymore. There was another thing they gave me an option to back out of too, and I didn't do it. But I like my build so far. I picked a soldier. I went with empathy, so I had a gift of persuasion. That's really come in handy a lot. I'm pretty good at manipulating the people around me. And then I have the kid stuff, which it's been an interesting run. It's been a really fun game. I haven't had this much fun since it felt like, gosh, the only other game I can really think of that's like this is Mass Effect.
Okay.
That allows you to, romance characters and, go on all these crazy different adventures. And, the only advice I would give to you guys is to don't rush the game. Do as much side stuff as you can, and don't rush to get through New Game Plus. Don't do that. I think you're going to ruin your first experience.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about New Game Plus right now.
Yeah.
All right, let's read some of the chat. Let's just see what some of their scores was. Because if you got scores, hey, put your scores in the chat. Let's see. Zinc said Starfield scored by other Zinc 9.8 out of 10. What took out the 0.2? I can't even play the 10. Give money said 9 out of 10. What about the 1? Come on, man. Okay, there you go, Mitch. God damn it, Mitchy. There you go again. On point like always.
A 10. A 10. A fucking 10. Gentlemen.
I don't know when the hell I'll be able to play that clip no more. Squiggle said 10. Squiggle said not Squiggle. Mitchy said I am a huge Fallout 3 and 4 fan. Didn't get into Skyrim. Okay. I'm gonna need one of y'all to read Dion Hayes.
It says 10 out of 10 because you can do so many different things in this game, and it's amazing. Some people are new to Starfield and they don't understand this game, but once you get used to it, you will love it. I totally agree.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's the first time I've seen that name too. Yeah. Welcome in. That's the first, like, even if you're not into Bethesda games, is what he was trying to say, that you're not into those type of games. But once you start playing, you kind of get the hang of it and what they're trying to do. You be like, oh, okay, I'm down with this. Because first of all, it's a unique experience, and it's just a great game. With me, so let me tell you about my experience. Just first, me being sick and everything, but I enjoyed the game. I've been enjoying the game so much, and on top of that, one of my, like you were saying, you went to prison. I went to prison on accident. Like I kind of turned myself in on accident. I was just walking around. I was actually looking for the newspaper thing, and it's like a little hut in New Atlantis. And I didn't realize that was a security place. and I walked into the little hut, and then this motherfucker pulled the gun on me and talk about I'm under arrest. I'm like, the fuck I am. The fuck I am under arrest. I was like, and I had a power weapon, which I had the arc wielder. So I was like, I'm about to fuck this dude up, and I realized he's like the top of security in New Atlantis or some shit. I'm like, and I like and go take me to prison, and that's when I realized I was getting kidnapped, and shit like what kind of game gonna kidnap you to take you to prison so that you can do their bidding and shit.
UNC. What's it called?
You
UNC. Yeah.
You see, yeah, them little bitches right there, and because I'm not trying to tell any of the story or anything, but like I have like right now, it's places. It's so much different legendary weaponry and armor and ships and stuff like that. There are legendary ships that you can go get.
And fairly early on in the game too.
Yeah, and I got one of them really early on in the game, and it's stuff, and you can just make just about anything, your ship out of anything. I didn't see the Enterprise. I showed y'all earlier. Somebody made was that a TIE fighter?
X-wings. Yeah,
X-wing. I'm about to call it a TIE fighter. People gonna get mad at me. I'm not really a Star Wars guy, so it's all you can make so much in this game. And I didn't see people with nice houses. I've been watching J Rock, who we had on the show. He had this luxury house, like nothing in it though. He had the furniture, but he had this luxury house and everything. And
I have a penthouse too, and they allow you to furnish it too, but you got to have the materials for it. There's a little computer in the penthouse that you go up to, and it allows you to furnish the penthouse however you want. It's really cool. It's got a balcony, a bunch of different rooms, everything you would think you would have in a house. Really, it's pretty cool.
That is fire, but it's so much better. Get money saying it's so much better equipment in it. I think I'm about to sell that one. Be honest, I think I'm about to sell that one. It might be in this video going down. But me and Bosco is my best friend. So
yeah,
me and Bosco we go everywhere together. That's the homie. He ain't going nowhere. And I mean, you even I don't know. I ain't turn the sound on in here, but you hear me saying, "Let me tell you about my best friend." Me and Bosco just going around killing people. Like I am a serial killer in this game. I have killed bloodlines in this entire game. So their family stops with me. So that's what I'm. That's what I'm, the space asshole. So that's what I'm doing out there. But as y'all know, I'm under the weather. Do y'all got any? We're gonna do let the chamber speak. But do y'all have any other things y'all want to talk about the game with?
I just like it. I had went out there and ordered the Vasco pop. Yeah,
the pops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got three of them coming.
I wish they had. I don't know if they do. I haven't seen anywhere like a Vasco transformer. I'll put that on my desk at work right there. With like a Vasco size transformer. I don't know how, like a foot tall or something. I probably can find one. I probably can go make one, to be totally honest, with a 3D printer. But that's some shit we'll figure it out. You got anything else, Demon?
No, I mean, the one thing I would say is, man, guys, just don't rush it. Enjoy it. It's your first time playing it. There's nothing like your first time playing a game you really like. Just take your time with it. Don't worry about rushing. Don't worry about the main quest. Just go do whatever you want, whatever makes you happy in the game. Just go have fun. We've been waiting for a game like this for a very long time, it seems, and it's finally here.
What the fuck? That's Jake Gaming. Mm-hmm. I know you were just trolling, bro. They really gave you 300 seconds. I wasn't serious about to give you 300.
But that's why I got. When I seen Jay Gaming put that up with Reforged face, I died, man. I never laughed so hard. Oh my goodness, he is funny as hell.
Yeah, I knew it was Jay. I mean, I knew it was. So I thought it was Vic.
Yeah, I thought it was Vic too.
Yeah, so I didn't think they could actually give you 300 seconds. Vic was a mod.
300 seconds 3 times.
Hey, my stalkers don't miss. I might have should have told him I was kidding, but hey. He makes sure like, hey, all right, let's see. Before we get to Zing, he said, "All good read for it." He just call it, yeah. All right, let's Zeke about to come in here. I don't know which way he's about to go, but it's about to be funny. So, Mr. Zink, other Zink, how's it going?
Hey man, what's going on, man? I really don't like the mods in your chat because they let me get a, they let me get away with this 9.8 out of 10. I
Oh
should have
man,
got 300 seconds for that. And you know,
I even said it. I'm like, how you
and
get
the
that 2
guy,
points?
right? Yeah, I should have got clipped for that. I thought D1 was going to hit. D1 kind of felt like he called me out on
Hey,
that a little bit too. You
hey,
know,
they were too busy.
Hey,
They were too busy getting reforged three. They were
it
too
yeah,
was
busy.
indirected. You know,
yeah.
and my thing is, and you know, the one thing I do disagree with you guys on,
Mhm.
Starfield is a little bit like I said it on Sega Man 101 show this morning. I gave Grand Theft Auto 5 game of the generation when it was its time, and it's not a game that I play. That's not for me.
Mhm.
But I played the game for about 10 hours. I did so many things. I golfed for 6 hours. I was driving around for 3 hours, and before I knew it, I said, "Damn, let me complete a mission real quick so I could get some achievement points." I got 10 achievement points for doing something. I mean, I was listening to music, parallel parking my car, and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Damn," you know. So I started listening to people talk about the game. Everybody has something different to say, and that's what David was talking about in the chat. And you know, you do so many different things, and to me, that's the mark of the evolution of games. From as long as I've been playing games, and that's the way I see it. When you do so many things, and so many people have so many different experiences, that's the mark of excellence right there. And the game, you know, and I said 9.8 out of 10. Maybe it's because it was, you find out a lot of things of operation by trial and error, but that's just something small because they want you to figure things out in this game. You know, so you know, it'll eventually get to be a 10 out of 10, like maybe in the next 30 seconds when I go downstairs and turn this game on. But if I could give 300 seconds to you guys, I'd give it to you because I actually want to play the game, but I'm listening to this damn show.
Hey,
But
that's why we're making it short tonight.
all right, man, y'all have a good one.
No,
Great show, man.
wait a minute. I got a question. I got a
What's
question for you.
up?
Because you said you gave Grand Theft Auto a game of the generation.
Yep.
What
And you
what
know
what
I'm a Halo guy.
what
Mhm.
generation was it?
I forget whenever it came out.
Was it the 360? Because a lot of people played it on the Xbox One, but it came out on the 360.
I'll say it. I'll venture to say the Xbox One because it came out late, real late
It did. It did.
in 360 time, I believe. And but by the time you figured out all of the things that that game did, you know, so I really, whatever mark they want to classify that as, that was the game of the time, just because it did so many different things. And like you guys say, I got to let it go with Paris. He doing the same things he did back then. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
it's the same old shit, dude. And then here's one thing I don't like about reviewers today. They try and talk to us like we're children. Well, a
Mhm.
Oh God.
seven means this, and you have to understand why they rolled a seven. Bruh, seven can't get you into college today, dude.
Nope.
Cut it out. My kids better not bring an 87 home. They better not. If they bring an 87 home, it better be coupled with about 6 A's. All right. Or it's going to be a little problem. All right. But you know, that's universally a C is not a good grade. Like I heard somebody say, well, we're going to give them to somebody. We're going to give them to Demon. Greg Miller is Demon's fan. So Greg Miller is given said Starfield is a 3 out of 5, and then goes on to praise the game and how great it is, blah blah blah. That's your mouth running, but you gave it a D. A 3 out of 5 is a D. That's failing.
Like we don't
You
have
could,
these in Texas. We don't have these.
bruh. Okay, well, a 60 is a D, is not good.
That's an F.
Oh,
That's an F here.
bruh, ain't it? You know, so you gave the game a D. It pulls the aggregate down, so the score continues to fall. So now, and this is why I hope, I actually hope Starfield doesn't get Game of the Year. I don't want Starfield to be associated with these fake Game of the Year games by Metacritic. I pay zero attention to Metacritic. I don't think, well, I know none of them can play games as good as I can. I don't give a damn about Rand's million gamer score. If he have a million gamer score, you add up my Pong scores from 1976. You do that shit. You add my combat scores or my Indy 500 scores from 1978 on Atari. And I didn't miss any months. I never lapsed in game. Even when I played two sports in high school, even sports in college, I never missed a month without gaming ever. So I've gamed. I never took a break. So I know all of this stuff. And the evolution, the way games came today, and like people saying, well, the next big game is going to be Avowed or Fable. Bruh, the next big game is coming in about 3 weeks. Okay, or 4 weeks in
Forza?
Forza. Forza is going to be the benchmark of all console gaming. Period. And people don't tell me it's just a racing game, because if it's just a racing game, then Gran Turismo would have done it. They didn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's my thing, dude. This game is exceptional. Oh, y'all talking all this shit about what y'all did. That's funny, you going to jail. But check this out. I guess I shouldn't be talking all this shit, because I was, but I made a mistake. So me and the lady that you meet, I forget her name. What is it, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm early in the game and I ain't shit. So I'm about 12 hours into the game, and I'm walking around. So I'm going through all of the shops on the place that's like the Citadel. What's the name of it? Atlantis, New Atlantis. So I'm going to all of the shops, because that's how I play. I go through everything, dude. I'm the meticulous player. I go through everything. So anyway, I'm walking through this shop, and shops rather, and I go to the doctor's office. So you know how you pick those medical bags off of the wall, right? So I picked this one off, but this time it said steel. I didn't see that. So technically I stole it. So the lady said, hey, put that back. But the doctor had already called the cops. So this cop pulled into the store, and I'm looking at dude, we have a short conversation. He's like, yeah, man, well, I'm gonna have to take you in now, And I'm looking around, I'm like, nigga, you ain't taking me nowhere. So he pulled the gun out. I pulled mine out. I killed him. Then the doctor jumped off. He pulled the gun out. I killed him too. So I walk outside thinking nothing is going on. Bruh, everybody pulled up. So I died like 3 times. So I said, damn, let me see if I could run to this blue spot. So I ran to the blue spot. It was my ship. So I jumped in there and I took off, right? They were in the sky waiting on me, man. They were in space. Dude, they kept killing me. I was a level 4 at the time. I had to regress and pick up a save file from a level 2 to go back and play the game, because it was going to be the same thing. So really, I should have, bro. I should have been in jail too. And when he first started talking to me, so I'm about to take you in. I said, man, I'm a soldier, because I picked the soldier, so I thought I was tough. Man, we should, dude, killed him. But the game is great, dude. I can't wait to go downstairs. I got my Cabernet, my wine is ready. I'm ready to go downstairs, man, and hopefully get about 3 hours in.
Get a little saucy with it. I hear you.
And the last thing, man, I was listening to some people talk some trash, and this one guy said he talked to like 15 of his friends. None of them went through what he went through. Another joker had played over 100 hours in the game and never got this super jump pack off of one of the planets. So just it's the things that you could do in the game that nobody has experienced yet, man. Come on. Like Alana Pierce saying after Gas said that you can't, there's no experience in space. It should be planet feel. Bruh, Alana Pierce flew 7 hours in outer space, dude. And I said they were crazy because I flew 2 hours in space. But I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm just flying through space, and I watched this massive planet go by real slow. And, I'm the type of guy, I've sat and watched documentaries on astronomy and the study of the planet. So I watched these things, and that's exactly how it played out in the game. So You know, but it's great, man. It's a great game, and everyone have different experiences. So I should have been called out and banned for 30 seconds for taking that
I
punishment.
called you out with that. They didn't do
You
anything.
did, as you should. I should something should happen to me. I should be banned for at least 30 seconds or something.
Hey, y'all hear him? They
That
needed 300.
wild act. Yeah, give me 300.
Hey,
All right, man.
You have a good one, Zink.
All right, man. Peace.
Take it
love.
easy.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yeah, as Zeke was saying, I had I was in a party with 6 of my friends, and literally they were talking. We were all like, I'm ahead of them, and they were like, "Oh, I'm still on Kit." I'm like, what the fuck is Kit? And they on the guy they just one of them was still on Kit, just mining stuff in the beginning of the game. I'm like, get the fuck off that fucking planet. Like, I'm just finding stuff on there. Like, I barely was there. I ran through that planet, but we were all having different experiences. And he was trying to tell somebody about a terraform or something, and the other dude didn't. He's like, I don't know what the hell you talking about. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about either. So the game, when you have something unique as that everybody having different experiences, and everybody's happy with the game. Everybody that should be happy is happy with the game. You let the ponies be salty and just collecting tears.
That's
but
it.
So we about to really end the show, but let's see what the chat's saying, and then we're gonna get out of here.
And we appreciate you guys.
Oh,
you know,
man,
the chat room.
And we do appreciate it, because y'all could be anywhere. Y'all could be listening to Boomstick. We know how he is, but we be listening to Boomstick or any other guys that's on Wednesday nights, or you should be playing Starfield. And I'm pretty sure that's why a lot of our regulars aren't here right now.
Yeah.
Jay gave it changes stuff.
But GTA is Jay's game though. He plays a lot of GTA. That's probably his favorite game. So.
And the reason I asked Zink about which one did he, because since it came out in 360 and you gave that game in a generation, I was gonna ask him what did he give Xbox One, because a lot of people gave it to The Witcher in Xbox One generation. Some people gave it to other games, but a lot of people gave it to The Witcher. So let's read the comments and let's get out of here. Somebody read Reforged Gaming, which is gaming.
All right, so 2025, when GTA 6 comes out, it's going to be an automatic game of the year and generation.
I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Yeah. I wanted to mention this, but I didn't want to change the topic off Starfield, but kind of, I've heard that GTA 6 might be actually $150 at launch, just the basic edition.
I heard it, but I don't believe it, though. I heard it.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I quite believe it. If it is, I'm sure I'm not buying it. But.
I don't think nobody. I think it's going to be $70 to $80 where it's supposed to be at. J2 gets my front end. Oh my God. Somebody read Dion Hayes.
Dion says, we don't need game reviewers. We need regular people reviewing the games that can tell the truth and be honest. We're never going to get that long as this is going on. Sorry.
No, and you know what? With that, I don't even know if I want. I just want them to complete the fucking game. Actually play it, and because they rush through these games, and most of the time they don't even complete them. They don't even get to the end. They don't roll credits.
And plus, a lot of these reviewers, they're saying, "Oh, I beat the main quest, and I did." That's not the game, man. That's just the main story. That's not the game. You did the basic. I mean, I'm sorry, not the basic, but you did the least amount of work possible. That's not the whole game. You didn't even play the best parts of the game.
They're not experiencing the game. They're not enjoying it. They're not trying to enjoy it. They're trying to get finished with it so they can write a review. And
it's me first.
Because they know the most clicks you're going to get is on day one, or minute one, whenever the Metacritic drop. He said, "It's me, guys," and he said it's a 10. He's not going with the 7. He's not going with the 7. He said, "You guys are awesome. Thank you."
Appreciate that. Get money.
It's like Starfield a great game. Zink said Halo 5 or Gears was Xbox One generation. Okay, though he gave us his so he said Halo 5, which some people didn't like. I like Halo 5, but some people didn't like. But Gears 5 also, so I can go with either one of those two. I will also throw Titanfall in there also, but that kind of changed the game for me with the way you would run on walls and everything. Because that was before Call of Duty, was it Advanced Warfare that ran on walls and crap. But Titanfall, when you having a fucking giant fucking mech coming out the fucking sky and you jumping that bitch, just run up and jumping that bitch, and grab you out the air, then you fucking rumple stomp a motherfucker who was just chasing you and shit. Oh man, this something take me back right there. I don't believe it'd be 80. Let's see what else we got here.
What are the console commands? I'm trying to figure that out.
I seen the console commands kind of like I don't know if you had DOS back in the day, but you know you put commands in like computer and stuff, but you can put commands into the game and it does like mods and stuff like that, and it does things.
Oh, we talking like PC.
I think you can do it on Xbox too. I'm not for sure on the Xbox one.
No, he's like console commands and stuff.
Yeah, so I think but I think you could do it on Xbox. I'm not sure, but I know you can do it on PC. But I haven't tried any of them. But I seen part of a video, but I didn't watch it too heavily.
Oh yeah, see, he followed up on the bottom. The cheats are awesome. Yeah, it's not on consoles.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Agree with the entire game. It said, I just need game reviews to give Xbox a 10 out of 10 because I ignore them anyway and played day one on Game Pass. Yes, sir.
Oh, that's pretty cool right there. The last comment, you do them on PC and they'll transfer to the Xbox. I never knew.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
There you go.
That's how it works.
There you go. And this is our last comment, and we're going to get out of here. And one of y'all read it for me?
What do you do?
Yeah, PC, but you use a keyboard. The save does transfer to Xbox saves. If using Windows PC, it will disable achievements, though. Okay.
Yeah, just like mods, they'll disable achievements.
Yeah, I'm not down for that.
So
at least not on my first playthrough.
Yeah, maybe on New Game Plus.
Yeah.
But guys, I want to thank y'all for coming out because we know y'all want to play Starfield. I want to play Starfield.
It's appreciated, everyone.
And we'll be back next week. And hey, like, share, subscribe. It helps us with the algorithm and everything. The more views we get here, the more success we have. We might even one of these days have another show. The thing about it is, we just growing every week. I see it in the numbers. It keeps us going.
It's all because of you guys, really.
It's all y'all. We do have videos coming out tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central Time, Friday 7 a.m. Central Time, and Saturday. So we have videos already lined up. Keep a lookout for them. And we want y'all to have a good day. Enjoy y'all. Keep celebrating stuff. Don't let them haters get in your way. Enjoy it. And
Stomp them out.
Stomp them out. But one thing I did want to see, I seen this on Twitter. So we lost the bet. Was it Kevin Conroy couple? Was it last year? And now we lost the Harley Quinn voice.
Oh man,
I don't want to butcher her name. Is it Arlene?
Arlene Sorkin.
Okay, yeah. We lost her, so people getting old. A lot of our people we look up to, so make sure we cherish them, get their flowers while they're here.
Yeah.
So everybody, we just want to. We'll see y'all next Friday. Thank y'all for coming out, hanging out with the bad guys.
And don't let Mitchie touch you in the no spot.
Hey, please don't let me. You don't know what you're gonna get if you let him come to. All right, see y'all next week. All right.